you. Okay, that is our timer. So you know what that means. Blinding myself with my own ring light as usual, which you guys didn't see, which is great because that's embarrassing. Doing a little pajama stream because my pajamas also double as my work clothes. Here we go. Face cam. It's not there. Had the whole build up for nothing. Let's see, check. Good cam, activate, deactivate. Hey, there we go. What's going on, everybody? My name is Zach. This is I Don't Know Entertainment. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a fantastic. What day is it today? Is today Wednesday? Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. But yeah, of course, let's get started with what we're doing. Oh yeah, before we start, we got a new follow off stream, so I'm gonna refresh that real quick. Hey, there we go. Thank you to Utopia Streams for the follow. Welcome to the think tank. I think your follow puts us at, if I'm not incorrect, we are currently at 96 followers. 4 more and we hit 100. We passed that insane milestone. Yeah, that's really exciting. So again, thank you all for that. When we get 100, the face reveal is happening. Again, this is a VTuber persona that I've created here. I just put who's the most handsome person with dreads and glasses that they could find on chat GBT. No, not the right one. Yes, it's the right one. I haven't used it. I mean, I have used it. That's why we made this VTuber face. But anyway, yeah, the face reveal's coming at 100 followers. That's gonna be great. But yeah, as a quick recap of what we did yesterday, happened over to the dev scene, and let me actually set up. I almost had everything set up. We got to get our Notion. We got to get our clock going so we can get the Pomodoro timer. Super important. It's quintessential to make sure that I don't go insane while I'm doing this. We did actually a lot yesterday. Like I said a lot, but we actually did like a lot yesterday. A lot being this right here. Look at this right here. You see this? This is a render of the sword. Now you're probably thinking, if you weren't here yesterday, Zach, that's just a screenshot. And you'd be wrong, because it's not a screenshot. It's actually a render of it right here. And I put a little script on it that makes it rotate. So if I play the game and we see what we got going on here, what? Dude, that's crazy. That's awesome. And I can like change it around and stuff. And we're zooming in and out. And we shouldn't do that while we're in the inventory, but it's fine. And check this out. Woo. You can see a lot of stuff actually. Picking up the sword item. And if I do this, look at that. It's here. Go here, here. We added the start of our inventory, which is fantastic. We can control how fast it rotates. It's rotating the delta right now, so if I wanted to rotate in the other direction, negative delta, baby. Because the time only goes forward, unless you have a time machine, and I don't know what I'm saying. Look at that. That is just awesome. So, what do we actually have to work on today? We have a couple of things. So this sprint is completed. We are going to continue linking the inventory component in the UI. So right here, we have to create an item info card section, which includes the item name, the icon or a mesh view, which we've actually done yesterday, a description, and an option for dropping. So this is gonna be a tough one, specifically because we have to start adding in resources for, or not so much resources, we have to start adding in the ability to drop items that are in multiple stacks. So let's say we have a potion, we want to drop like a health potion, right? We need to be able to drop like a slider of that amount, or if we're selling an item, we need to have a slider for that amount. Or if our character uses like a specific kind of arrow and they're the archer class and they have like something like that and we want to do that. That's later on for like combat gameplay. Since this is a turn-based RPG, I'm pretty sure we're not going to need any items outside of like reviving and stuff like that, so weapons might not stack. We'll keep that in mind. But the first thing to do is to just knock off this one right here, which is creating the item info card section, which we have right here. So this is going to be, again, pretty straightforward. We have our render right here, and now what I want to do is, let's see, this is we're going to call this one item card, and we're going to replicate this actually a lot across each scene. We want to add a tile above that. So under our weapons, we're going to control A, add a label, which is what it's called. Seeing where that went. Cool. Yeah, okay, so you need to be anchored to the top right of the screen, really, or actually the middle of the screen would work best, and we're going to drag that guy right here. Make sure that we have our center, oh, and also start the timer. See, this is why I want that work louder keyboard. I have the timer built onto the keyboard, dude. Do I need that? Absolutely not. Do I want it? Yeah. Let's see. Item name. Good to know that that will expand based on what we have access to. So we can do a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Increase this height a little bit. Increase the font size just a tad. Give us a little more access to what we want to work on. Sweet. And trim nothing. I wish we could have the font dynamically update depending on like if it goes outside of the barrier, but if it doesn't, that's fine. We want the item name label. All this should be technically under the item card. Parenting this is gonna be kind of weird, but this seems like it works. So we're gonna call this one item name. And sweet under the, let's just do that. We need a couple more things, which is icon, a description, and an option for dropping. So there's no stats on this stuff yet. There will be stats eventually. Like this whole inventory system is going to change. But for now, let's get an item name and just straight up add another. This will be item description. Description. That's not how you spell description. And then let's anchor that to the center of our guy here. Move that guy down about here. Gonna put words. I'm gonna duplicate these a bunch so we can test out the wrapping. There we go. Auto wrap mode. Word. Nope. Oh. Arbitrary or word smart. No. Yeah, we want it to be about word. Then we also want the font size to not be as big as that because the other one was a title font. About here should do it for us. Then we will do that. That should be a decent gap. Sweet. And then what we want to do after that, oh, wrong thing. Really got emotional up here. Create a slider for dropping stacked items. No, wrong one here. Option for dropping. So what we need to do is just create a button on top of this. Or we need like a drop section, and then that will have a couple things. So let's add a node. Got an item card. I want to add a control node, which is just the default node for all UI elements. Anchor this at the bottom of our screen here. And then on this control node, we will have a couple of things. So I want to just say like drop. Let's just add a button now for drop, and we'll add like a slider for not dropping. So we'll do a couple things here. This control node will contain just a straight up button. So here, control node add a button here, and this will say drop. There we go. And let's say for this control node, you need to just take up the entirety of the bottom. Oh, okay. It's not good. Okay, that's roughly what we want to do. We want to anchor to the bottom while also simultaneously doing this and this. We want to take our button and we want to anchor that to the middle. Then we want to do this. And that's fine. So we're going to call this one drop single. And then we're going to duplicate this guy. Call this one drop stacked. Going to high drop single. And instead of drop stack, we're going to have the button, but we're also going to give it a H slider. So we have, or do we even want an H slider? Maybe we want, yeah, let's do a slider. Let's easily just do it so we can just like minimize the amount of keyboard usage we have. So for these guys right here, I'm actually going to, I can manually position these, but I think it might be better to put these in like an H our VBox container. That way they will be like considered property for the last bit. So that's that. I want the VBox container to not that. We want the VBox container to occupy the entirety of what it has access to. Sweet. Make sure the H slider is above that so it's organized correctly. Then let's take our VBox container, minimize it a little bit, like so. And then add one more thing to that, which is the amount it's going to drop. This is such a mess. Make sure this is centered and centered. Sweet, take our VBox and drop stacks. Kind of gross, but it's what it is. And for our drop stack label, we'll have drop amount label. I'll call it, let's actually be good here and put in the full amount or full like name. Let's not abbreviate anything, and then let's make this font color. Yeah, got it. There we go. Okay, so now we have our drop stack and we have our dropped buttons here. So we have drop item, then we have our drop stacks right here. Just kind of a lot. We'll change that later as things work, but get rid of that. Save it, and then what we want to do is make sure we got everything. Yep. Now what we have to do is just make sure that those options get populated properly, and we need to have a reference to the item card itself. So I'm gonna call this one weapon item card. And hey, Ahmad 96, welcome to Think Tank. Thanks for the follow. How you doing today? Let's see. So we're gonna take our weapon card item, go into our inventory script, and we're gonna make a reference to everything. So we're gonna create an on-ready var item card, and it doesn't matter what this is. Ooh, actually, yeah, it's kind of a mess. I am chilling. Thank you for asking. What brings you to this side of Twitch? Okay, now my brain is fried. So what do I want to do for this weapon item card? We want to keep the texture rect as is because it needs to have reference to the item mesh. So what we do need to do is we just need to get a couple of things involved here. We need the weapon item name. We need the weapon item description. There we go. And then this is texture rect right here. We're gonna call this one weapon texture rect. And this we'll worry about later. But for now, this is all under the weapon item card. So on top of that, now what we have to do is just have to create an on-ready var weapon item name. Let's type the label. And it is, we have to make sure all these are uniquely accessible too, because we need that. We need this one to be accessible. This weapon texture rect is fine, because I think I even reference it. I think it just does it as is. And we'll leave those. So let's get the weapon item name as a label, and it's equal to you. What's wrong with that? On-ready. Oh, 2 days. There we go. Glad to hear that. You're about to hear me ramble for like the next 20 or something minutes because I am creating an inventory system, something I keep saying I'll never do again, and then the last like 4 games I've made has one. I keep saying like, oh, I'm gonna make something a lot less complicated data-wise. It's gonna be FPS, but I was like, oh no, let's make a point-and-click RPG. this bad boy here. Sweet. What's wrong with you? Can I sound like weapon texture specific texture? What's wrong with this? Texture rec, that's what it is. Awesome. What am I up to today? I'm working on this point and click RPG set in a 90s computer. We play as a antivirus software and trying to defeat a super virus. Inspired by a bunch of games like Mario, Super Mario RPG, and Final Fantasy, and actually, mostly, what's that one again? I keep forgetting it, and I love the game. Evil Land. There it is. So yeah, that's what we're working on today, and I'm just finishing up the inventory system. We're just trying to crush these last 2 items on our sprint. First, that's what we have for the sprint for the week, and then we start doing like combat planning too, which is a big one. Like you can't have a RPG without combat. Is a rule of thumb I'm saying. I am not an expert on this, but that's where I'm making it, so I can become an expert, so I can become an RPG making god, and whatever else I have to ramble on about. So we have our weapon item list. I with my name, blah 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 blah. Awesome. Now what we have to do is on our weapon item list here, we need to say item selected and so item clicked. We don't want any mouse button. Deselected, we don't want that. Item activated. No. We just want item selected straight up. I'm going to connect that to here. Thanks. I'm hoping it's going to be good. This is the one I want to release on Steam. Like, I want to make something that I'm like, you know what, I can feel okay asking people to spend their hard-earned monies on this game. We're starting out with a free play demo of like the first zone, and we're just going to go from there. So on weapon item selected, so what we want to do is we want to get the index, but then from there, what we need to do is we need to say weapon. Oh no, actually we need a bunch of things. So we need to get an item data. So it's going to be var data is equal to, I think I called it item ref manager dot weapon ref, and then we're gonna take in weapon, whatever I called it. I did item list, weapon list. Alright, cool. Weapon list dot item. Selected item. Can I just reference the item and then do a chill? Wait, I could just look here to see what we got. I should just tell me whatever the property is. Rad. Alright, set item, remove, select. Select the item at the specified index. This method does not trigger the item selection signal. Okay, so that's not what we want. Okay, let's just see if that works on its own. And then let's say let's print data, and we're gonna see that it works. No, I did start out doing web development though when I was learning how to code, but right now I'm a game developer. I've been using game engines for a few years now, and right now I'm just going all in with Godot because it's super fun to work with. So if I do this, there we go. Okay, invalid index. Items, no, okay, weapon list. That's what I was wondering. That's fine. We just need to figure out what, we probably need access for this guy. So we got item list here. Dope. Icon mode, icon size. Properties, you can't get the, oh yeah, it's just not. There's not like just a get item, so deselect that, get item icon, get item position, get item text. Is that what we need? Okay, let's see that. Because technically it is by the name. Let's try that out. Yeah, but how about you? You a developer? Or developer of any kind? Or just checking out the coding since like on Twitch. Cool. All right, I think that returned the right resource. So that's the first thing. We got our item manager. We were able to reference that junk. So now all we have to do is we just have to make sure that the weapon item name is equal to oh boy. Okay. Oh, and data should be type item data. There you go. Ooh, you're a digital artist? Right on. What kind of digital art you do? You know, if something that's your hobby can become something that makes you money, that's a pretty good deal. As long as like or at least hopefully the work part doesn't eclipse the enjoyment for the hobby part. Yeah, but what kind of art do you do? Item no, I type string cannot. Oh, there we go. It's a text. That's why. Next thing to do. Ooh, okay. Item mesh is something we actually need to do as well. Alright. Item mesh. Actually, let me get a reference to that. I'm not even gonna try. Let's do that here. Already. Var item mesh is equal to mesh instance 3D. And that's equal to this guy right here. There we go. And we're gonna say what the item name, weapon item description, and weapon item textures. What do we need to set there? I don't think I need to set this actually, because this one's already looking at the camera, so maybe we don't need that. Pop that up for now. Let's get the weapon item description dot text is equal to data, not dot item description. Sweet. And then finally, on top of it, the last thing is item mesh dot mesh is equal to data dot item mesh. Cool. All right. You create people's imagination to archery skills. All right, that's pretty cool. So you do like commission stuff. You got anything to show off? We have if you want, I know you just joined it, but we do have an art channel in the Discord where we share a lot of our stuff. It'd be awesome to see some of your stuff there. Okay, let's see if this crashes my computer. Let me back this up before I test that, actually. Back up for inventory testing. Testing the inventory item card. Alright. Now, if this works, that would be super dope. And all I have to do is just get rid of that, run this. Let's get a review of your portfolio to manager. You know, that's awesome. Yeah, you know, getting what's it called? Getting criticism, actually like really enjoying the criticism. That's a really good skill to have. Something I've been working on for a while. It worked. Okay, cool. Now we just needed to, oh my god, I can't believe that worked. That worked like really well. Holy crap. Okay, huh. Dude, that is sick. Alright. So, the next thing to do is just make sure that allow reselect is on, so that happens. And mostly do it in your free time? Oh, sick. That's a really great way to expand your audience too. Like one of the reasons I've started doing, I guess, Twitch more regularly is actually like legit the same thing. I was like getting to, it's a really easy way to meet like a bunch of similarly minded people and just get an audience for stuff that I work on. Okay, what do I need to do to fix this? So whatever I did for the interaction content, is this it? Okay, so once that happens, the visibility changes and deselect all changes, so that's what we need to do. So whenever the inventory UI happens, so event that is equal to that, and we're gonna say prior to this, we're gonna say if visible is equal to true. When we press in as closing, what we want to do is we want to take our weapon item list. Yeah. Weapon list deselect all. Alright. Hopefully that fixes that. Because that should fix that. Like right here. I'm like, oh, super sword. Oh, super sword. Super sword. Perfect. Alright, cool. And then we can also clear the card. Oh, you know, totally. Like, we have every time like someone new hops in the stream and like they're willing to show off what they're working on, it's like a whole different like ball game, and it really helps me just like not only see like what people work on, and then like gives me like more of a goal of like where I want my skills to be, but also just like gives me a chance to see like I don't know, just artwork that I wouldn't have found other ways, you know. But seriously, I'm down. Use that Discord link. Post some stuff in the art channel if you're interested. There's a lot of cool stuff there. Like, quickly highlight one of my favorite ones. Let's see. That's the wrong one. That's wrong Discord. Don't look at that. Quickly highlight some of my favorite posts right here. Look at this. So we scroll up right here. Oh, that's I think the last thing we posted was these potato meshes I was working on. But this is really cool. Shout out to Aperture Science Official right here. They made this incredible ASCII art. And it's awesome. We have some Roblox Weezer art right here. Some 3D modeling for some low poly knives. Some Among Us stuff right here. Some pancakes. Okay. I haven't looked through this chat for a while, but yeah, no, there's cool stuff in here. Alright, so now that we have that, add slider for dropping stacked items, technically done. Spy items in the world if dropped. Removes from database inventory UI updates officially. So this is going to be interesting to do. So what I think I have to do is this. One, I want... Inventory guys that. So first off, let me comment out some of this stuff right here to make sure I got everything set up. And it actually it probably just gonna be beneficial if I just... Oh wait, that's why the weapon card is this own thing, because it needs a reference to that weapon texture. Yeah, okay. And I don't need this one right here, except that's what it's on. And I'll just duplicate things as we go. Oh yeah, no, of course, join the Discord. It's completely free. There is we do have a rule against NSFW art though, so keep it PG-13 at max. So like nothing super gory, no nudity. But yeah, no, put it in there. If it is anything like that, feel free to DM me and also check it out. Can't check it out on stream, but I will give you my vocal opinion if you still want that. But if it's anything in the PG-13 range, post it. Alright, so that's like, God, alright. Let's just get the dropping logic set up, and then once that works, we will finish this bad boy up. So, the first thing to do is get a press thing working, so I'm gonna say, drop weapon. Let's get a signal for that on pressed. Let's get inventory guy. On drop weapon item pressed. This is super important. And I will check it out once we hit the first timer chunk on our timer. Our work time, which is about 5 minutes. So, on weapon button press, what's the first couple things we have to do? So one is to do first thing to do is on item in world from front of player plus some velocity. Okay, another to do is remove item from inventory component. To do refresh inventory based on changes, or inventory UI based on changes. There you go. Sick. So on the Discord front, I haven't done friend requests, or I don't really do friend requests right now because of some stuff that happened the last couple times I've done some friend requests. But feel free to DM me. It's just a thing I have going on. You should be able to DM me though without accepting a friend request. Alright, so let's get this first part started, which is just spawning the item in front of the player. So that one's going to require just a little bit of stuff. Specifically, one, we just need to have a signal, I think, coming out of here that just tells the player, hey, an item needs to be spawned into your world. So, I don't know if I want this via signal bus or I just want the inventory UI to handle all of this. Oh, yeah, totally. As long as it fits into the PG-13, like kind of general rating, you're fine. Okay, so, First, I was just figuring out how I want to do this. Do I want to take just the player's position based on the inventory component, or do I want to know? Yeah, I'm actually going to do that because I need to put the player in like a category anyway. So we'll just find that. Let's go to the inventory UI, and we're going to say on our ready thing, we're going to create a var player. That's going to be type node 3. Excuse me. All right. Did I mute that back so you guys didn't get blasted by my sneeze? And we're going to set player equal to get tree dot get nodes and group. Player, and it's going to take the first one, that should be that. So on that, what we're gonna do is also get another thing. We're gonna have at export var item objects. It's going to be a packed scene. And what we want to do for that guy here is just take the player's front-facing position and then add some distance on top of that once we spawn that in. So let's just say some distance for now. We'll work with the velocity later. So we're going to say var new item var dropped item objects. Item object is equal to item object instance dot instantiate. There we go. So that's step one. Step two is to set dropped. Oh, let's see what I want to do on top of that. So that's like its instance does exist. Then what we want to do is we want to get tree dot get root then add child. Oh, okay. Let's finish this up before I lose my train of thought. Add a child, and it will be dropped out of objects. Or say dropped object global position is equal to player dot global position plus player dot basis. Let me just make sure this is right. Dot basis. Let's see. Wait, invalid operands for vector 3 basis. This is a matrix. Exchange for matrices is gone. Here, let me just quickly look at another file that I've had or had in the past, where I did this with where I did an FPS. And I should have something about that. A scripts folder for how to get that. So let's just quickly get what I have here. It was transform that basis. Oh, times vector 3 input. That's what it is. Okay. So let's just say transform the basis. So hold on, to get that, let me just make sure I got that right. Did I just close that? That's annoying, all right. So I did transform that basis. Let's get the local. Where is it? Nope, here. Okay, so we take the transform basis, then we take the vector 3, and then whatever direction we're moving. So it just takes over player's rotation, and then takes a vector 3 of that. So what I want to do is I want to take the player's global position and then add transform that basis times vector 3 dot forward. There we go. And then inside there, I want to multiply that by, I don't know, let's say 10. It might be a big number at first. So let's say 5 for now. So hopefully this will just spawn it in the world a little bit in front of the player. And then what we want to do is we want to take our drop atom object, run set up, or whatever I called it actually, setup object, and it does not take an argument because its item data needs to be set. So let's create data, item data is equal to null by default. And we're gonna say if item data is equal to null, return if item data is equal to null, if data is equal to data is not equal to null, then item data is equal to data. There we go. Else return out of that. Alright. So the item data is equal to null. So if we run setup object, it first check to see if the item data even exists. Nope. Does it even have data to work with? If it does, cool, do your thing. If not, return out the function. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to pass in whatever we just dropped, which is going to be a little wacky. Inside there, you are going to take this Let's get one more. Oh, sorry. I thought it wasn't checking out chat. My file store is distracting me very. Selected item. Cool. Hey, data. Oh, sorry. Let me see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, that dog Dever. Wow, I could not read that. Welcome to the think tank. How you doing today? Let's see. We have this. We have the drop objects out of. So let's take selected item as our thing, and let's just see if that does it. And if it does, rad. If it doesn't, it's fine. So let's do this real quick. Backup for object for item dropping test. Let's try that out. So hopefully this all goes super well. You can pick up an item. You go here, you can click it, and oh wait, just realized super crucial thing I forgot to do. I have some nodes I have to set up. So object item instance. You need to be the object item object. There we go. Okay. Now we should be good. If we go here, let's hover over this guy here and pick it up. Tab out, do that, drop item. Where did Okay, I have no idea where it went. But it didn't crash, which is good. Let's make sure this actually runs too. Oh, that was very laggy. Okay. Boink. Okay, cool. First big problem, the button isn't running. Unless I'm looking at the wrong thing. No, I'm looking at the right thing. Drop weapon button. We have a signal for that. Which is from here. Yep. Okay. So maybe it's the pass? What's freaking it out? Let's try that out one more time. If it doesn't work. Wow. Is that a good well? Hopefully, because this... Okay, the signal just straight up isn't running. That's weird. We'll disconnect that real quick, and we'll connect. Press one time. This is the drop button button. I'm going to pick you. Connect it. Cool. All right. That should work now. And if not, we will take the break. There we go. Super sorry. Okay, so the signal just isn't going through, which is annoying. I'm wondering if the player is unhandled input. No, the player's not. Okay, we'll come back to that. But for now, let's switch over to the face cam. Taking our little 5-minute break. Starting off with the break, checking out the art. We got, let's see. Let's see. Where's your portfolio at? Oh, it's in general? Let's see. Did you, says portfolio, give me kind of reviews? Where's it at? Amanda, did you send your portfolio in? I'm seeing if... Okay. Is it a link in your bio? No. Yeah, Amanda, try sending it again. I don't know why it's not showing up in here. Here you get the brain cell trainees thing. Am I just not seeing it? Okay, I'm gonna get a glass of water real quick. Cause I really want to check this out. But yeah, here. If you're still here, Amanda, send it again. I will check it out. Be back in a sec, y'all. I'm gonna get a glass of water. We're gonna do a little bit of, well, every time I go on like a little break throughout the stream, I play bass for a little bit, just 5 minutes. I've been practicing, so it's like, you know what? If I'm doing a work session, I'm streaming my work session, better stream that. So BRB. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, Amanda. Only take the actual criticism. Plus, I want to see the art too. I don't know why it's not showing up here. But yeah, I'm not sure why I can't see it. Let's see. Okay, let's do the bass break here. Amanda, try DMing me your portfolio if you're still there, because I would like to see it. I know AR is controversial, but I do think it adds a different perspective to some stuff that traditional art can't do, like kind of like the trippy aspect. It's yeah. I just want to see what you got, honestly. No judgment for the medium. So, with that being said, again, Amanda, I'm sorry that happened in the server. That's not usually how we are. Hopefully that ends here, and if not, I'll have to step in again. But yeah. Yeah, cool. We're back to our bass break. So yeah, I don't know if you guys are a fan of Wolfpack, but I'm a huge fan of Wolfpack. Their bassist Joe Dart is actually like one of my biggest inspirations. I got this bad boy here is my favorite bass. I call it Short King because it's a short scale bass. But I've been learning their song Animal Spirits, which has been pretty fun actually. It uses these things called ghost notes where you use a kind of lighter muting, like this. You can't hear it, but basically it's just, you just put a super light amount of pressure to mute the string, and you create like a percussive hit. And it's been something I've been really struggling with, so I was like, you know what, let me try learning a super difficult song, and it uses ghost notes. So it has like the slide at the beginning where it goes like, do I do scripting or do I do more stuff? Oh yeah, no, you don't have to apologize, dude. It's your first time here. Plus, I don't expect you to remember everything. Yeah, no, I do a bunch of stuff like play bass and a little bit of guitar too. I want to eventually compose my own soundtracks, so that's kind of why I do that. Also, I just enjoy playing music. I do 3D modeling, a little bit of 2D art. Not the best at it, but I did post a video. Go to my channel on YouTube called "Good Art Is Bad Art," where basically it's just what I make isn't like what I so much, I guess, want to see, if that makes sense. Like, everyone looks at an Unreal project and then they want to make a AAA game. But, like, some of my fondest memories are in games like Castle Crashers. So, and, like, that doesn't have, like, good art in, like, the way that, like, I guess Ori and the Blind Forest has it. But it's more like, that has, like, a really stylistic design. And, that's what I do for, like, my 2D art, 3D art. Sometimes I play games. Yeah, mostly I just do this. Or at least lately I've just been scripting, making games and just playing music in between the bits. Oop. I should get to know on the second. You have no idea how to script, but you like it? Oh yeah, no, I totally get that. It's watching someone code is at least really relaxing to me. Thanks. Yeah, but if you're interested, I use the Godot engine. It's a really great place to I guess get comfortable if you want to make games. It's similar to a language called Python, which is one of the more accessible programming languages. And Godot's really easy to run on most machines. I think you can actually run on a Chromebook. Oh, that's the part I was missing. There's like a little triplet in there where it goes. That's all I know about the song. I've mostly been playing the bass line to Everything Stay from Adventure Time. I just learned that. That's like one. It's honestly a really beautiful song. God, I love bass. It's such a fun instrument, dude. Do you have an interest in game development? Can I? What do you want to call this? I'm gonna call you Dad. About your dog. That's fun. Cause yeah, coding is it can be intimidating, but it's honestly like really fun. I do have to say I'm pretty sure I want to blame coding for kind of destroying my reading comprehension, and not just the fact I don't read as often as I really should. Really? I thought most of them would be like this. I'm glad you're getting some comfort from this. It's just a chill way for me to do some work, get some conversation, have some excuse to play bass, and then get criticism on my bass playing. Because it's easy to be your own critic, but it's also really easy to be your own bias critic. Ooh, nice. What kind? And sorry if I bounce in and out of the chat here. Or not the chat. Sorry if I bounce in and out of focus here. I'm just figuring out what's going wrong here and how to fix it. Yeah, keep the chat going. Want to hear more. I don't know why this button press isn't working when we signal it. Like, even if there's nothing there, we should at least get like the on press thing. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't matter. See, that's the biggest problem. We're not getting that on pressed, and it makes me wonder why. That's like shit. Doing 3D modeling, music design stuff. Nice. Music is super. Like, I love music a lot. It's just like I always have these things where like I like what I make and like I can say I can play, but composing is always just that's like the big hurdle for me. That's awesome. What kind of music do you compose? Oh yeah, no, that's just live streaming as it is. If and you don't have to, seriously, you don't have to apologize for that. Don't worry about it. There's nothing. Listen, like if you actually do something that like I'm like, yo, not cool, then apologize. But don't apologize if you haven't actually, harmed anybody. That's a lesson I'm still learning. Yeah, you're good. What is going? Okay, so I really want to understand what's going on with this signal, and why this isn't working. Because this, like, just drop weapon button just should straight up just be firing off. And what I'm wondering is this just a glitch of the engine? Which, if it is, cool. Might make our life significantly easier, because that just means all I have to do is restart it, click play, do the good old-fashioned Unity tactic, and rad, nothing's happening. Okay, so here's the next thing to do. Checking out our button itself, and just seeing if it does work. Button pressed. True. Just press time toggle. So toggle being emitted. Is this? Why isn't? Okay. There you go. Weird. All right. I wonder, is pressing the button consuming? No, I wonder if it's because this is consuming input, like for some reason the player is, which would be kind of whack. Quickly going to just comment out our point and click controller bit here, which is this. Do a little Control K and add a pass at the bottom so it doesn't freak out. And no, okay, so it's just something actually wrong with the button. Music is like, what's it? Doing space for, ooh, wait, that's really cool. Music is like actually getting, no, but dude, that's like so much, that's like a different mindset than like composing like music, Like, the cool thing about making something like that is you have to also consider like, not just like the rhythmic feel that you want to apply, but you want to creep out the player. Like, horror game sound design and music is like legit, like almost more than the actual game itself. Like, if you like the void of a soundtrack leads to can either enhance the experience or like the proper usage of like something really creepy can completely add to the experience. Like, that's like not done before. Like, I'm gonna pause the time because I'm about to go on a rant. Like, I started watching this show on Amazon Prime called Out of Range. Super good. Don't watch it if you're under 18. Or I guess under 16, that's the rating. And one of the scenes, there's like the entity in the show has like it makes a noise, but it kind of blends into the soundtrack a little bit. So you can never really tell if it's like the entity talking or it's like the soundtrack of the show, but it sets this like level of tension that's not like this kind of like, oh god, I'm scared. It's just like it's pure unease. Like, you know the way liminal horror, if you've watched liminal horror, if you haven't and you can stomach it, really good. You know the way like liminal horror uses like really low fidelity stuff to like make your imagination kick in? That's what that does. That is sick. Ooh, yeah, I love horror games. Or at least I'm trying to get into them. I love horror movies. Horror games like really scare the crap out of me. Oh, you know, jump scares I think work in like different capacities, but like really good horror games that like rely on just like making you feel really unsettled is awesome. Like PT, the biggest L in gaming history. But not the game itself, but just like how it turned out, or like how the fact it didn't turn out is the biggest L in history, I think. Okay, there we go. No. I want the point of controller. I want the inventory UI. Why aren't you working? This is gonna be such a stupid issue, isn't it? Yeah, right? Yeah, give yourself some credit for that. Like, one of my favorite horror soundtracks is definitely the movie Annihilation. So good. So confusing, but so good. Definitely, but it can't like it will get you because it's just like surprise and like the building of potential of surprise is good, but like really good horror is just like the oh god, what the hell is happening, and like you just walk out of whatever you just played or watched feeling uneasy. That's my favorite kind of horror. They like holy crap, what just happened? Like after watching Nope, I couldn't look at the clouds for a while without being like okay. Yeah, it's just like the fact that this isn't even signaling is my problem here. Unless I did something so incredibly dumb that even I don't know what it is. Like just pop the button. That's it. All you have to do is just work. That's all I'm asking. The button is being clicked. The signal is connected to the thing. This is such a dumb issue. I wonder if it's because I made it a child of a control node, which would be so dumb, but makes so much sense for some stupid reason if that didn't work. What's the wrong button? Okay. That's cool, dude. That's cool. It's cool. It's so rad. Alright. Disconnect the signal. You. Hit the multi-drop button. There. You. Be gone with the... You are the... drop weapon button. There we go. I'm gonna lose my mind in a second. We're almost there. Pressed. Connect. Want to pick this one. Yes, connect. Okay, cool. That's fine. All right, let me just. It's working great. All right, hold on. Let me make sure. Chat horror's more meant. Horror things are happening. You don't know what's going on. Love that. You can see what happened. You don't. How happen to other people. Oh wait, hold up. So like other people like NPCs in the game, or other people in kind of like a journey for the PlayStation sense, where like it's pseudo multiplayer. This is sounding dope. Good on you for getting a team too. Okay, so we're gonna say if selected item, if selected item equals null, then return. That's fine. Make sure we don't get the crash red. All right, now. Can't believe this is just the wrong button. Okay, cool. Setup and base rigid body item object. Cool. That's great. We're getting way further, and I'm pretty sure it's just called setup object. There we go. So now if we run the game again. Did it work? Dude, it's actually working. Okay, we got item dropping. Oh, that's so great. All right. That is so great. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy. The only thing to do is make it so the player it faces the direction of the player. Let's see. Fix me. Player needs to rotate in direction of movement. Okay. But we did it. That's step one, baby. Let me see. Multiplayer max of 2. Oh yeah, what tools are you using for like, or like what engine are you guys using that you need a script for? Because I might have some resources if you guys are learning multiplayer, or you're just starting out on scripting, to make sure you don't like overwhelm yourself, or if you got your own learning process, you're dead. Okay, remove item from the inventory component. Remove from array of non-stackable. So this is going to be interesting. First things first, let's close this other junk, because we don't need that anymore. Point and click controller, don't need you. Item object, don't need you right now. Item ref, don't need you. Really proud of how that turned out, actually. Thank you. This is a huge achievement. I seen those streams were really picking up, and I started losing my mind and screaming when I moved literally one line of code. All right. So we have our pickup item function here, and now we have to add in the drop item function, baby. Let's do this. So, okay. So for this, there we go. We're gonna have func drop item. It's gonna take an item data, as its inner, as this thing, go into the void here. Staring into it, hopefully it's nothing stares back. If it's something does stare back, it's me. I live there. Unreal 5, but you might change. Ooh, nice, perfect horror game setting. Yeah. So tons of stuff for blueprints actually. Like straight up, if you need help, just DM me on the server and I'm down. If you guys are using C++, it's been a minute. I'm pretty rusty, but I can help out with some resources for that. If you're willing to spend some money, I'd wait for a sale on Udemy and grab the Game Dev TV course on blueprints. It's fantastic. It's what got me started. It's really easy though to kind of get caught in the like, okay, I know how to make this very specific thing, and like, how do I make something out of that scope, which is, you know, tutorial hell, but it's a really, really solid start, and it can go on sale for like $10, and it's just great. Okay, so for drop item, what we have to do is we have to run a match statement, or it needs to be, yeah, okay. So we go to item.item, and then we want to get a match for item data, or item.item type, which is what we want for that. Go in here, make the first one a weapon. But then what we want to do is we want to go into our weapon inventory dictionary. Inventory dot has key. We want item name. Then do logic, else print debug weapon inventory doesn't have this item. Okay. Awesome. Oh yeah, totally. That's a good one to do. It's pretty active actually. Yeah, just like at me, and I hop into VC every once in a blue moon. I can show you some old Unreal stuff I worked on too, if you want me to break down any scripting stuff. I can actually send you a couple of my old projects too if you want, so you could just break it down. I don't know how well I commented them, but there's a variety of different stuff I've tried in Unreal. It might make it a little easier. I love Unreal's UI system actually a lot. That's one of my favorite parts about it. Starting to love Godot's a lot more too. So, if the weapon has the inventory, cool, then what we have to do is we have to say, I'm not even gonna write the stackable logic. I'm so not looking forward to that because that changes so much logically. And if I don't make a single stacking weapon, it doesn't matter. So I think I might just avoid that for my own sanity. But if it really comes down to it, I will do it. So if weapon inventory has item, then what we want to do is we want to say weapon inventory, item name. Yep. There we go. And that gives us access to an array dot erase item name. Like that. And we want to say if weapon inventory item name dot size is equal to 0, so it's empty. Then what we want to do is we want to say weapon inventory dot erase item name. Okay. Hey, welcome, McWilge92. Do I know how to patch KDE? Oh, I do not. I am so sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about. Welcome to the stream. We do Godot stuff here, and sometimes Unreal stuff, and sometimes Unreal stuff, but not what that is. Okay, so then we have to make sure that the item name gets erased, and then afterwards, what we have to do is run. Oh my God, it's already 12:30. Where's my phone at? Oh, there it is. How long are you streaming? An hour and a half. All right. So, man. Keys Desktop Environment second version came out in 90s or 2000. No, but thanks for the 90s trivia there. Nah, sorry. The game is themed around the 90s OS, but I don't know anything about it. Any retro computing enthusiasts I might know? No. Honestly, Reddit would probably be your best guess for that. But yeah, sorry. That's way outside of my skill set. Good luck though. Make sure I write that down though so I remember that KDE2 stuff. Okay. So we have erasing the item name. Now what we want to do is update the inventory UI to do the same thing. So in order for that to happen, we need to just run update inventory. Oh, that gets passed in of item data's CVX system. So now the users getting released in 2002. Yeah, if it's not on Reddit. There might be some other stuff like Stack Overflow. I know people can get really mean on there, but there are people who know what they're talking about, Stack Overflow. I'm trying to think of someone else you know. Yeah, honestly, that's just like that's either something. Yeah, good luck with that. And if someone's a jerk to you on there, don't take it personally. There's a lot of miserable people in Stockholm as well. Some good people though too. So this update weapon inventory is now kind of a problem because what we're doing is we are. So this is just taking. I need to restructure this. I think I need to restructure this function so it works a little bit differently. Because right now it requires item data to use this, and then it just lists through and checks each thing, which is fine. Fine-ish. But what I needed to do is just kind of generally update the weapon inventory itself. I think right now only the use for item is, yeah, I'm only checking the item type right there. I might not need this. Well, the reason why I did do this is so I could like typecast if it does exist. So, oh wait, I can be smart. Give me a second. I figured this out now. So rather than do what I'm about to do. How long have I been working on it? Let's check the Git history. 9 days. Been working on this for 9 days. Thanks. Yeah, this is the cleanest Godot code I've written so far. At least to the point where I actually know where things work, which is a lot better than my last project. I've actually been organized this time. Okay, now what I have to do is I just have to call the signal again, which is the update inventory. And that's connected to, oh wait, that's connected to add to inventory. I don't want that. Oh, dude. Here, let me show you something. This is my big list of game ideas, and this is list 1 of like 5. Whenever I work on something and like it either keeps me up at night or it like I just need to write it down, I just put it all there. And then the rest of this, like, I've been working with Godot like consistently for the past few months now, but I've been like doing coding for almost 12 years. Started out as like a web developer, just bounced around to different things. Then I did like Unity for work stuff, and like Unreal and other stuff for fun. So I've been doing this for a while. My brain is geared to like just coding right now. Not to like the point where I could be a computer scientist and actually work at a company and not break a software, but to the point where I could design something. 35? Get those numbers up. 35 projects you never finished anything? Light work. Talk to me when you have 100 unfinished projects. 35. Yeah, so like the biggest thing about that, I'm gonna pause the time because I'm gonna go on another Yab session without actually doing anything. Let me just also back this up before I continue, because I know I forget that. In progress, item, dropping, adding, logic for inventory. But yeah, no, there's a ton of games where even after I planned them out, I just lost steam on them and stopped working on it. Unreal has a really steep learning curve, so you got that working against you. So you can put that in your hat. But a big thing with just making any game is definitely scope creep. And I think something that people don't talk about enough is just knowing when your game is complete. Like, I've made, let's see, single day projects, maybe 80 or 150 on worst game engines. Um, okay, those numbers are looking better now. No, those totally count. It's like the first game I like actually made and released was a mobile game I had an idea for, and I just wanted to see what I could do. And I did it in a couple of days after working with Unities for a while. And that game was not perfect, and the entirety of its graphics were just Unity sprites. Like, not even sprites that I drew. They were sprites that I I generated using Unity because they had like a bunch of primitive sprites like squares and circles, and I used that for the particle system. I got some sounds off of opengameart.org, and I made the icon in what's it called? I think I either made the icon in Krita or I made it in MS Paint. Yeah, here. So this is this is my favorite one for Unreal 5 specifically. If you want to learn Godot actually has a really good tutorial on their like docs. Like, out of every single game engine, Godot is definitely the best in terms of documentation. Maybe they have the advantage because like it's not as like feature dense as Unreal and Unity are, but it's just really well made. Here, I'm gonna send this link for you right here. Check that out. That's what I used to learn Unreal scripting and blueprints. I'm not sure if it's been updated to the latest version of Unreal, but a lot of the stuff should make sense or it will be updated as time goes on. They do keep the course pretty updated, but that's a really good way to learn blueprints. And like the thing I was talking about earlier with the game stuff, oh yeah, of course. It goes on sale a lot, and it's on sale right now for like $15, but you can get a coupon and probably drop that even further if you use something like Honey. But yeah, no, like, here, real quick, I'll show you the, I don't know if I used Godot, I doubt I used Godot 4.2. But, yeah, shotgun mic, here we go. So this is the first game you won't do anything unless you're forcing. You guys should put like a bet on it or something like that. Like, say whoever finishes this tutorial first, they like get something. Or you guys could actually, you should host like a 24-hour game jam between each other and just like see who makes the game, see who actually finishes the game, and then you could move on to see who makes the best game. But this is like the first game I made in Godot and like finished on this channel, which is broken. I made a lot of changes. Like I said, I didn't update them. But yeah, this game isn't like nearly to like the super complete state that I want it to be. And the code is a mess. A lot of it is like, if you look at the scripts folder, oh, I actually organized these. That's crazy. A lot of the scripts are a mess. A lot of it's just like, all right, cool, this kind of works. But I was able to show it off to people, and I got criticism for it. And you know, I can say I made this. You can play the game. There's a very obvious gameplay loop. You can lose, and you try to get a high score. And then we move on to the previous game I made before we started working on this one. This is a massive step up. Now that I was like comfortable with making Godot, and oh yeah, go ahead. I made this a little farming stock market simulator. This is dope. This is the probably the most advanced and most complete game I've ever made. Is anyone? Ooh, what if I? Oh, false. Let's not break this, yeah. Hold up. Let me just do this. Oh yeah. Also, this game is actually in the Discord server in the game showcase chat. If you want to try it out. Thanks. Yeah, I was really proud of that one. Is anyone working on this or just me? It's just me right now. I like working by myself. It's not that I'm like opposed to teams or anything like that. I just kind of like it's kind of like peaceful. I guess more peaceful for me to be like, hey, I have this idea. I just want to try it out. I can work on my own schedule, and I don't know. It feels like it just helps me. It's just how it works best. I probably will get more people as time goes on. Like if there's more that want to work with me, but yeah. Which is how my plan works. Okay, so what were we gonna do here? So this update inventory needs to be fixed. right now because it takes item data as a thing, and that's because item data is passed in through that's because item data is passed in through the script. So what I could do alternatively is, instead of writing this code again, I could just do type string, and that's equal to null by default. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay. Wait, why isn't this gonna work? Oh wait, I know why. It's because I'm calling this from, I'm calling this using the signal specifically, on add to inventory, which two things get notified when that happens. It should be, yes, add to inventory gets notified when this gets picked up and pickup item gets called, and we don't want that. We just want to specifically talk to the inventory UI, and I think the best way to do that actually is to just run this update inventory function here, and we'll just call this again specifically. So we're going to create another signal here called updates update inventory UI. Takes an item data, and let's add a comment to this right here called to specifically update the UI called inventory component. Let's see, called when an item is picked up, both the inventory component and UI receives this. Someone actually might be a little more complicated, and I should maybe change this depending on the order. You like working with your friend, but you can't. So you like the solo now? Yeah, no, I get that. It's there's like the phenomenon where like you don't know, like you can be friends with someone but you can't be roommates with them, or it's like you mess with that person fine, but like if you add responsibilities to the relationship, it changes things, and that's just like people, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. It's like you don't become friends with someone to like just to like date them, or you don't become friends with someone because you like looking for business opportunities. Sometimes you just become friends because you like that person, and if you like that person, that's cool. And like, you know, adding other stuff to that mix, maybe it improves the friendship, maybe it doesn't. That's fine too. Like, there's nothing wrong with working solo. It might take a little longer since you're doing everything yourself, and you can also outsource things too. But you know, I get that. It's like if you want to do something, like don't. And like, you know, you want to just like get it done. I don't want to say like don't rely on people, because that's not what I want to say at all. It's like if you just want to do it, just do it. And if other people want to join in, you're open to that, do it. You know, just move forward and keep pushing on what you're doing. It's like a train, you know, or it's like a passenger train. You can pick up some people along the way. Okay. I wonder if I even have to call this. Yeah, I probably do have to call this emit update inventory UI. Item data. Discord's popping off right now. I'm gonna check it as soon as we get through this, and I'm gonna make sure I unpause the timer. I did not. That's good, because I was yapping. Often people respond to the Discord server? Pretty often. It might take like a day. But I usually check it every once in a while if like someone messages. I'm like talking there. It's blowing up right now though. Update inventory UI.emit. It's like an item as a response. Let's go over to our inventory UI and just connect that real quick. Signal bus manager update inventory UI connect to update inventory. There we go. And now what we can do is whenever the inventory component gets a change like this of the drop function right here, and we want to erase it, what we can do after that is we can say, we've got signal bus manager dot emit update inventory UI, which I should probably actually call specifically from here. And then what we want to do is we want to do another reference, which is actually you're just passing the item. Yeah. Okay. So let's see if this works. Okay. Wait. Okay. Tab. Okay. It's kind of fine. Oh, you know what? Let's make sure this is actually getting called too. I'll drop on first. Here we go, update inventory UI. We just need to see if this is actually happening. Print hi. Oh, okay. What's wrong with you? Oh, can't do that inside of here. That's fine. Okay, so whenever we pick up something, it should print hi, and then whenever we drop something, it should print hi. So we got that. Yep. And we got that. Now if we do this. Okay, hi's not being called. I'm wondering if it's because signal update inventory. Yeah. Let's check the inventory component, make sure that works. Oh, that's it. We need to call this on not just in here, but we need to call this in here. So if we do have the item, it will let's see. Open inventory item name. And say this erases the weapon from the item array. Erases the item from the dictionary if the array is empty. There we go. Alright, that should be a little bit better. Oh yeah, no problem. It was good to meet you. You don't have to apologize for that. You got real life. Yeah, the stream might end by the time you come back, because I also have to do other stuff today. But yeah, if I don't see you again, or if I don't see you again today, yeah, welcome to the stream. Hope to see you back again. I'm on throughout the work week, so Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. PST. Okay, we're still not getting that drop call whenever that happens. Oh, is it because I'm not... Yeah, you know what? It's probably because I'm not actually calling drop inventory, isn't it? Yeah, that's so cool. Okay. Alright. There we go. Yep. And yeah, let me go to my inventory item here. To do change so the UI only connects to the update UI signal here. There we go. All right, so we got that set up. Now all we have to do is just make sure that drop item is called. So we're gonna call the signal bus manager dot init drop from inventory, and it takes an item. So what we need for that is select the item. Select item and item objects. It is. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm creating the I'm instantiating it. There we go. Perfect. All right. So this should hopefully work now. Because if not, we're gonna have to roll this over until tomorrow. Super sorry. Okay. Didn't get the high in the drop. Oh, I didn't connect it. That's why. Just have to run that real quick. Enter components. Ready. Signal bus manager dot drop from inventory dot connect to drop item. Okay, now let's try this out. There we go. Click it. Okay, we are getting the high. Okay, we're getting close. It's almost working. Inventory doesn't have this item. Sweet, that's right. Oh, perfect time with the work chunk 2. Okay, let's figure out what's wrong with the drop item here. Go. It's probably with how this is being called, because it's happening at the beginning. Because I'm wondering, so do all that. For the inventory UI itself, that's how you know I'm seriously coding right now. I'm destroying my posture. Well, actually, kind of not really. Even what I do is I keep my back semi-straight. Okay, clear. For I and weapon inventory. If weapon inventory I is array, add it. So we're clearing it, and we're getting that. We're looping into the weapon inventory, and we're just adding it. So if it is cleared, then, like, if it's just straight up gone, this should run it. Yeah, and if it just, there's nothing inside of it, it should fix that. So let's see if that works. Let's see, drop it, clears, drop it, clears, drop it, clears, perfect. Nothing on here. Okay, that's what happens to you. One last thing to do is whenever we do drop an item. Yeah, do that. Alright, cool. We've done all of that. And then once that's done, all we have to do is set selected item dot is equal to null. Because we want it to change. I want to select the selected item. Alright, cool. So it should be the last thing to do. And if this works, we have the ability to drop items now. Nothing happens if I do that. That works, and that works. And I can no longer drop any extra items. Right on. All right, that's it, I think. So we go to our thing here, our sprint. Oh, one last thing to check too on top of that is the inventory component. Gotta actually see if this is running properly. So we got our weapons here. Go here. Then we have pick up this guy here. Cool. One. cool 2, and cool 3. Holds all of them. Drop it. Takes it down to 2. Drop it. Takes it down to 1. Drop it. Dictionary 0. All right, perfect. All right. Dropping works. Implemented. Need to make item card reset on drop. Player can now drop items into the world. Oh, you know, and before I even do that, let's make sure that we can pick stuff back up too. So like, got this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, and this guy not here. Let's drop this super sword. It's over here. Can pick up this one. Drop this guy here. Doesn't exist. Drop 2 super swords. So we should be able to pick up 2. They'll stack on top of each other. That's fine. Nice. And let's see if we can also pick up these potions. Still nice. Perfect. Alright, that's it. We did it. Dropping is now implemented, committing this to our main branch. Passing that bad boy through. And that is another thing done on our list here. Boxing up inside themselves, you okay? So tomorrow, we need to fix this up, and that's, well, there's a couple more things. Now that we've tested it, technically, we need to add a few more things, which is the multi-drop, which we'll probably work on for tomorrow. But yeah, that's everything backed up. That was another super productive day. Okay, so we got a few things to fix, but overall, not bad. Oh, not that one yet. So I think we're gonna end the stream here. So of course, big thanks to our new followers, Utopia Streams, Amanda, and Dat Dog Dev. Looking forward to seeing, okay, first off, looking forward to what you, seeing your portfolio, Amanda. Sorry again that the server chewed you out for just sharing. That's not cool at all. Thanks for also being the first person in the chat, keeping it alive at the beginning. That Dog for hopping in, telling me what you're working on. I'm super hyped to see what you're doing with that horror game, and for the sick emotes that you put in there. I love that. And of course, not last but not least, McWoj92. I hope you get the help you're looking for KDE 2. That sounds super niche, but the internet's a big place, and there's probably someone else who's asking for the same thing. But either way, thanks for today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 11 a.m. PST, and I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. Peace.